we'll have to work together. It's going to be a joint effort. It's not like I can just reach down into my boot and grab it and cut us down. So we're going to have to
Skill check.
yeah, we're going to
Skill
have to
check.
get creative with this.
Cough, cough. All right. Well, I want to hint at him that really all I need are my hands free, and they didn't gag me, so that's all I need. I don't need my weapon to be of use.
Ah, so you practice the art of magic, I see.
Indeed, and fire is my specialty. So if we get an opportunity to burn something, perhaps a tent or two, we might be able to cause enough of a distraction to get out of here.
Or we could not have the lust for fire, and we could probably scale up this rock wall here and just kind of climb out, and maybe that's if I decide. I haven't made up my mind if I want to leave yet or not. I may hang around a little while longer, but as for you, you should probably get back to Greenest. But I am in a weakened state. I don't know. I need to see if I can gather enough energy, and maybe I can make a call to my deity, and I'll have enough energy to get out of here. But I've been beaten quite bad for the last day and a half. And actually, he does look pretty bad. So I mean, he's got like all kinds of dried blood on his, running down his, each side of his mouth, and his nose and eyes look like baseballs. I mean, he's pretty badly beaten. Rezmir was definitely looking for some information from him. He wasn't talking.
We may be able to assist you if we can get free of this camp. If you have enough strength to scale the wall, we can get you further.
We will see.
But I appreciate your willingness to aid us in our escape.
No. All you had to do was mention Nissim. Alright, so let's go ahead and move back over to our pair of Dragonborns and Dwarf.
I didn't keep Guy from asking anything, did I?
Oh, Guy. Yeah, what about you, Guy? I'm sorry about that.
I've already shot my wad.
Oh!
I got us into the I got us on the stakes. So I'm just listening in awe.
Okay, that's an interesting way of putting things.
Alright, Rurok, Krivgar, Silverclaw. Silverclaw, what are you doing? Sitting up there, looking like Dolph Lundgren.
I kind of want to see if I can remember anything about winged kobolds.
Give me a history check.
Mwah, mwah.
Wing kobold, no, they're just kobolds with wings.
Are those even real wings? I have my doubts.
Is it Halloween? Is this fancy dress? What are they doing?
They're just kobolds with wings. Kobolds will give you wings. Anything else, Silverclaw?
No, I'm just kind of twiddling my thumb. Actually, I kind of want to watch the watchtower, the upper watchtower, and watch to see if I see the dragon lay or that filthy half-breed.
Yeah, you've seen two of them, and then you saw another woman with both Forlorn and Cyanrath. So they actually were going into the cave down, the large cave opening down there on the eastern wall. And like I said, you had seen some elk being taken in there as well. A couple winged kobolds coming in and out. A couple other, probably cultists. Rurok, Krivgar, where are you guys at? Are you guys at the mouth? Oh, you guys are going right inside.
Well, I was while you were having that conversation, I was just edging the barrel, like just inch by inch
I like
further
it.
in until you stop me. I'm going to keep going. Well, basically, we're just going to head in. Is there any kind of like Is there any? This sounds kind of weird. It doesn't. It's not supposed to be like. Is there any kind of like almost like a canteen area or anything where like people are sitting eating, or like groups of people are eating?
Yeah, actually,
Like,
around
obviously-
all these clusters of tents here at the mouth, the opening here of the mouth. Yeah, there's all kinds of kobolds
Right. Okay.
that are,
well,
they're eating and they're passing some meat around.
we're basically just gonna walk pretty much straight past them and not really give them any kind of looks or glances or anything.
Okay,
Um,
I want you
We'll
guys,
just-
both of you guys, to give me a very important charisma check, and you can add in deception as well.
charisma.
Charisma.
Oi, oi, oi.
Charisma.
Here comes the inspiration roll.
And you can give me a. Are you gonna? You don't have to use your inspiration. If you want to use it, use it. Are you gonna use it or not? Tell me now before you roll, because you have to tell me you're gonna use the inspiration before you roll. If you use your inspiration, you can roll with advantage. That's up to you.
Well, I don't have it, so I'm going to have to roll with what I got.
Okay. Okay, Storm. Gotcha. Rurak.
I'm going to roll with inspiration, mate.
Go ahead and make the call there, blood sausage.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with inspiration, mate.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take that inspiration from you.
So, it's 20 with no mod.
All right.
15.
So both of you guys are walking pretty inconspicuously,
Yep.
and you get to where the barrel was at. You can see, lots of kobolds. There's a ton of kobolds.
Right.
I mean, there's close to 100 kobolds. They just the kobolds and there was a couple kobolds in a lower part of the tower, kind of on hanging on the cross support beams, and there was a couple humans in the tower, and they just basically waved you right on in.
Excellent. Okay, I want to keep going. We want to get away. Well, not out from the kind of kobold area as quickly as possible. We'll basically just be making a beeline for where the majority of the humanoids and demi-humans are. And I'm going to see, is there any kind of, maybe like a group of dwarfs or anything, like kind of sitting together?
Sure.
Kinda,
There's a small pack of dwarves. Yeah.
They tend to be a bit, well, we'll go up, see if there's any kind of big pots of stew or anything on the go that anybody's maybe cooking up.
Dave,
People
the
are just
puppet
kind of
guy.
taking stew from just to have something to eat. I'm assuming it's a pretty big camp.
Sure.
So like a cook or something.
Dave the puppet guy, thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, this cluster of tents here, it has several dwarves.
Cool.
Actually, it has several dragonborn as well. And there's actually, now that you're down here, there's actually more dragonborn than you thought there was. So there's actually, in each cluster, there's a little bit of each. And, it looks like each cluster of tents is starting to, cook, and looks like they're starting to drink and settle down for the evening.
Okay. I just glance over the Dragonborn and try to find out what color they are.
All different kinds of colors.
Mostly all chromatic.
Yeah, we'll say that they're chromatic, sure.
Nope. I have to ask.
I know you do. Yeah, there's
But I don't see
basically
any, but I don't see any,
mostly chromatic colors. Actually,
any
all
metallic.
chromatic. No,
Okay.
not that you've seen. Not at these two clusters here. I see you guys are just inching this barrel right on in. I like it.
Well, I'm letting him control the barrel and do all the moving.
we're literally basically going to head over to where these kind of dwarfs are all congregated, or the dragonborn and kind of dwarfs are sitting. Go sit down. Is it like a communal kind of stew pot where people are just picking stuff up, or is it like people just preparing their own food?
Nah, they're walking between tents and
Right.
getting beer from
Okay, well,
one barrel to another barrel. There's wine bottles everywhere.
let's not waste the opportunity, laddie, and we'll go and grab like a pot of stew and maybe a beer, and then
That's mine, goddammit! No, I'm just kidding.
and then just kind of sit down next to the dwarfs and go. I'll turn around to one of them and go, "What news from the camp? We've been away hunting all day. Not that it was any good."
Where were you hunting? We were getting quite a few over to the west.
No, I would use more to the forest to the north. And
He wasn't expecting
well,
that.
I mean, I'm trying to teach this young one here how to hunt, but he makes more noise than a pack of wargs. So
He just kind of laughs at you.
yeah, nah. Look at that. What, any news from the camp? What's been happening today?
We're just all of the spoils has been basically they're taking it into the cave over there, and basically we're just fixing to set up the defensive perimeters again, and it's kind of been an off day for us today, but they pay us to hunt, so as long as the half dragon keeps paying, we'll keep hanging around, kind of so where are you from? Haven't seen you.
Off part of the north. I was actually supposed to be travelling to Ams, but the lure of gold brought me here, and like you said, while the money's good, I'll be hanging about.
Yeah, this cultie's these morons are paying pretty good. I mean, you can't even seek adventure. They're paying, and they have the money. I mean, hell, that last raid they had on that poor town of Greenest, boy, they were pulling that stuff in by the wagon full.
Well, wherever they get it from, it's all none of my business. As long as they keep paying me some of it.
As long as it goes into our pockets. And they kind of slap their knees a couple times. Everybody kind of puts their mugs up into the air and slosh beer around as they start to drink.
We're just gonna. Sorry, on you go, mate.
I'm just standing there letting the dwarf do all the talking like we had planned before we came down here.
And then I'll just turn around and I said, I tell you what though, he can play a mean set of pipes. I said, get the pipes out and give the boys a song, laddie.
He doesn't talk very much. He's not one of them. They're mutes, is he?
Nah, he just knows when to talk and when not to talk, and I'm usually the one doing the talking.
So you're the brains, huh?
And the brawn.
I was gonna say he must be the brawn then.
And
God.
basically we'll just kind of settle in. I'm just going to pass chat about maybe trying. I'm not going to be asking direct questions or anything. I'm just going to be asking what's kind of going on with the camp, and I'm kind of going to glance over. Is it kind of daylight enough that I can see the kind of prisoners post in the posts?
Yeah, from where you're at,
From here?
you can see both Misty and
Right.
Zelos and another what appears
I just
maybe
kinda-
human, maybe half elf,
Yeah.
maybe even an elf.
I'll give him I'll just kind of glance over and glance back and go, we got some new prisoners in the camp today, eh?
Yeah.
One of them's looking mighty fine.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the elf.
Yeah, those stupid idiots. They came right on in, and I guess they were from Greenest or something. I don't know. Word was they were wanting their candelabra back. I don't know. But
Fools.
they got strung up, and now I guess they're going to kill them in the morning. We'll be out hunting, so we won't get to see it, unfortunately. Maybe we'll hang around. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Yeah, they just walked right on in, and one of the guards recognized them, and all hell. Oh, the kobolds were wanting to eat him right there on the spot.
Oh, they'll eat anything, even elf meat. Ugh.
And they stink. Those kobolds stink.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the elves.
I like you. What's your name, pal?
Oh, the name's Rurak. What about yourself?
From Greenest? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. He goes, my name is Bob. Bob the Hunter.
Bob the Hunter. I'm sure I met you in the Elwyn Forest, but no.
Bob the Hunter.
Bob the Hunter.
I thought you were a builder.
Bob the Hunter.
Bob will fix it. Yes, he can. Okay, so what time are you guys heading out in the morning?
We'll probably head out before sunup, but I don't know. I kind of want to watch some killing.
Well.
I saw a couple of the other guys at the group of tents across the way. They keep going over and flirting with the missy up there.
Oh, maybe I'll get myself a piece of the action then later on.
She's a hubba hubba.
It looks like a feisty one anyway. So we'll basically just settle in. I tell Krivkar to get himself a bowl of stew, and we may as well take the most of the hospitality that these bandits are offering us.
Get you some of the elk before the dragon can take the rest into the cave over there. Because once they take it, that's it.
Dave, am I able to see this from where I am, them eating and chatting?
Now that the sun's actually starting to go down and you don't have any kind of dark vision, no. You saw them walking, along the edge of the rocks, and you seen them just as they were entering the camp. But once they got to about the guard tower, you lost sight of them. It's just too dark out.
Why, you getting pretty hungry up there, Kadojo? Eat some of your rations.
I was going to say, what the hell are they doing down there?
Probably been gone for about probably an hour and a half now, Kadojo.
Well, like my dwarven companion said, I take some of the food and some sort of drink. I don't care what, even if it is.
Don't get drunk, laddie.
All right, so
maybe a half a mug.
Actually, the food's actually quite tasty. Definitely dwarven cooking, dwarven cuisine. He says, "Grab you a piece of the shank." The shank is my tasty tonight.
Well, we'll basically once we've finished, I'll kind of excuse myself and go. Maybe going to go up and have a look at these two strung up. See what the fuss is about.
Just keep your stuff close to you. The stinky little wing things over there. They love to steal stuff when you're not looking.
Well, the only thing I've got is these two hatchets, and they're not going to be stealing them from me anytime soon.
What are you doing? Hunting those elk by hand? Where's your bow? You're not using a bow.
And I've basically pulled out the one javelin I've got, and I say that's all I need.
Wow, you're going old school.
Hey, I've been.
I wonder why you didn't get anything. A couple of those guys, they start, laughing and slapping each other's backs. Hey, that was a good one.
And I have to show off my hand crossbow.
Hey, put that thing down. Don't point that at me.
And I kind of turn around and go, the only thing that's good for is picking the bones out your teeth.
That's not a bow. This is a bow. And he pulls out this beautiful bow. And this is made of a white wood. And he tells you that it's an elven bow of accuracy. He goes, I can split an arrow from 200 yards from here. And this is a beautiful whitewood elven bow.
And I'll turn around. Well, we'll maybe have a javelin versus bow contest later on once the mead's been flowing. I'll push the plate back and go, time to walk this off.
We'll make two javelins out of that for you.
Well, I'll be seeing you later on.
All right, Rarook. Take it easy.
Alright. And I'll just kind of get up to kind of nod towards Krivgar that we're going to take another little stroll, and we're just going to kind of move, kind of, just sauntering, not trying to attract attention, but the hoods are still up, and we'll just kind of maybe be touring around these kind of tents round about here.
All right. So you can.
We're going to kind of stay as far away from the big tent without kind of looking like we're avoiding it, as it were.
Actually, you saw Frularn,
Right.
the woman that was with Cyanrath that took down Kadojo. You actually saw them. Actually, you saw them go into the cave. So now, as you guys are making your way and kind of frolicking through the camp, you notice that it's starting to become much more defensive. And they're starting to put up more guard positions around the top of the ledge as well. So especially, mostly this is happening around where the upslope is, going from the kobolds to where the humans are, out back towards the mouth, the opening of the entire encampment. So it looks like they're starting to fortify themselves a little bit better now, and you can actually hear several of the half dragons starting to command the kobolds around and stuff like that.
Okay. Right.
And as you're passing through the camp, you actually see a lot of sort of like maybe a secret handshake, and where several people will come together and they extend their hand. It's basically they extend their right hand with their fingers outstretched to represent the five, possibly their 5 fingers, and they interlock them together, and then they will you'll hear them say Tiamat's glory to Tiamat, and other Tiamat type of references. But you can definitely tell that as you're walking through the camp, not everyone is part of this cult. I mean, obviously you've met some hunters, so it seems like now there's they've got hunters, so they're pretty well organized. Even though it didn't look like that when you first got here, they're starting to refortify. So
right. I'm just thinking whether it's possibly time to break back out of the camp before they put it basically on a lockdown overnight. Whether one of us should stay down here. How close can I get to the prisoners? I mean, obviously there's guys that have been walking up to them and kind of taunting them. Could I almost kind of do the same thing?
You can try it, sure. I mean, you can try it.
Damn, I wish I'd not used that inspiration. Yeah, I'll kind of head up and kind of maybe if there's a kind of guard nearby, and go, these are 2 fools that try to walk into the camp earlier on.
The stupid bastards! They just tried to walk right on in!
Oh, you what? The humans, they full-bodied. Yeah.
What? I didn't hear you.
Kind of. The female, she's quite the looker.
You think so?
Oh yeah, even for a dwarf. And she's not even got a beard.
I suppose so.
Well, easy. I'm not even going to go anywhere further with that. But I'm just going to see if I can get kind of close enough for them to see me and to kind of know that.
So is that really true? The female dwarves, they have beards?
Only the really good-looking ones. I'll just kind of slap his thigh and.
He kind of gives you the shiver, and he goes, "I'll take your word for it."
Oh, it gives you something to hang on to, laddie. And I'll just get close enough, and basically, close enough so that those guys can, I mean, they've got, even if it's kind of getting dusk, those guys have got dark vision.
Yeah, it's actually dark
So
now, so.
Yeah, so they could kind of, and I can see them obviously because they've got my dark vision as well. And I suppose it's pretty. Is the camp really well lit, or is it just more like just the campfires that are lighting things?
Oh, there's at least probably a couple dozen campfires around here.
Right.
Also,
okay, that's cool.
Zelos and Misty, I want you guys to give me wisdom checks, and if you're proficient with let's see, if you're proficient with perception, you can add that in as well. So. So you guys actually hear a familiar sound. You hear your bellows dwarven companion down there, actually talking about you, Misty.
But not exactly
Zelos,
what I'm saying.
You can hear this as well going on, Zelos.
I don't react.
Hello, Captain Arpod.
Too dangerous to show Ruroc that I recognize him.
Josh is kind of going to get closer and closer until he's basically, he knows like not to get obviously right next to them, but within maybe a kind of almost like a kind of whisper under my breath.
If he catcalls me, I will spit at him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, this
What are you
next
gonna
line's
do?
going to be she's going to spit at me if I hurl any abuse at her.
Ooh.
Said something about cat call.
Yeah. I could basically just wolf whistle at her.
I basically don't want to be like, "Hi, Ruroc, come
No,
save
no.
me."
I'll just kind of wolf whistle and just kind of look at the half elf next to her and just kind of shake my head, typical elf. And I'll just I'm gonna kind of say under my breath, I'll just say, nod your head if you're okay.
I'll lightly nod my head, and I kind of glance over at the unknown half-elf companion amongst us.
And I'll just say, I'm just gonna say, be prepared.
You're
just
actually
under
saying
my
that
breath
over
and-
there?
Well, under my breath, kind of just gonna
You're
say.
pretty far away. You know that, right?
Well, I'm not shouting it.
It's a total of, how far away? You're like 100 feet away, I think.
Oh well, the hell with that then. I'm gonna get
Oh, well,
closer.
never mind.
It's about here. That's about 50 feet away. Be prepared. Battle whisper. And so what's over these kind of tents over here?
One
What's
of the,
predominantly over here?
Couple of the other guys over by the tent, and they actually yell over there, "Don't you dare touch her! She's ours!"